Hello, it's Friday. I will have uploaded this before Friday, I'm pretty sure, because I won't be able to do this on Friday. So I did my homework, I did it ahead of time. So the streak continues. I don't know how many weeks I've done this now. 20, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so camera tweak. Didn't really have any ideas, so I just tried to do a wide angle, and I'm very close to it. So usually I'm sitting about 3 or 4 feet away from it, and I have it zoomed in pretty far, like 35, so like 70 millimeters full frame. Right now I'm okay. Right now I'm 12 millimeters, which is 24 millimeters full frame, so it's pretty wide. You can't really tell because I'm very close to a wall behind me. I can't reach it. And there's just stuff. So there's a window, there's a computer. So if this was, if I wasn't completely up against this wall right here, it would look different. But yeah, this is the only clean wall I have right now. So that's my camera tweak. Uninspired, I gotta say. I don't know why, but I don't like the wide angle look. I mean, this isn't distorted. I'm not distorted, which I really appreciate, because if you go any wider, especially with a Panasonic Micro Four Thirds camera, you get sort of bubble distortion and like fisheye stuff going on. A lens I would like to get, but for the purposes of, like a conventional video, I don't really like wide angle lenses at all. Yeah. So also I realize my face is very long and very narrow in the wide angle. Like I have really high cheekbones, but because my face is sort of circular this way, but also circular like this way, I look like a deflated balloon. So that's kind of weird. Because here's what this looks like from the side. I mean, like there's a lot of real estate in 3 dimensions, and when you have a long lens, that sort of like flattens out and looks good, and here it just looks kind of creepy. So did I write? Just our writer's room. I need to get on the ball. I got shamed by somebody for not writing the other day, and that's tough. That's not good. So I need to start writing. After Saturday, I will have an opportunity to write, and I will definitely do it. So, what did I watch? I'm still watching Big Brother. It's boring now. It's not it's not interesting anymore. I also I'm going through BoJack Horseman to try to watch it all before the finale or for the new season drop. Because I think BoJack Horseman is possibly one of the best shows out there, not just animated shows, but like shows in general. It's especially a writer's show. It's like a TV writer's show because it's very aware of its sort of place in Hollywood and the Hollywood experience, but it's pessimistic. So it's very much like. Oh, I'm getting a weird echo in this room too, I realize now. I don't know if you can hear that. That's creepy. Anyway, so BoJack Horseman. I'm sure if I wasn't in the industry, I would like it and it would entertain me. But because I'm in the industry and I'm having to deal with the stuff that happens in the world of BoJack Horseman, it validates me. Sort of like validates my insecurities, that kind of thing. I finally watched Mission Impossible Fallout. I didn't see the one before. I didn't see Rogue Nation. This echo is creepy. But I think I've seen all but Rogue Nation. Fallout was what it was. I don't know. I liked that it was very much a character story now instead of just action. Like the characters' choices meant something. Which was not necessarily the experience of the other movies. But as far as like a big blockbuster movie, I thought it was fine. It's not a story I would have told, but oh well. Also, Tom Cruise is like a million years old, and all the women in the movie, it's becoming a James Bond situation where Tom Cruise is an old man, and these women are like young adults. I mean, obviously, his wife is in her 40s, but it's just weird. It's just yeah. Anyway, I also watched. I watched the YouTube version of Joe Rogan's podcast, Joe Rogan Experience, a lot, especially when I'm driving around. And I saw that he was doing Elon Musk, and apparently it was a big deal for everybody, not just for Joe Rogan fans. But I watched that whole thing, and I didn't regret it. I didn't regret 3 hours of watching that. Elon Musk, I learned a lot. So Elon Musk smokes weed on it, which is controversial, apparently. So this is just, I don't know if you can sense this is the experience of this not working, and that's okay. Clearly my heart's not in it, but we'll just trudge through it. Writing tip, try out ideas on people. Don't just limit yourself to a few people that hear out your ideas, or your wife, or your husband, or whatever. Comedians do this a lot. They'll try out bits before they even workshop it on stage. They'll try it out with each other. They'll try it out at the coffee shop. They'll try it out on the street. Because specifically stand-up comedy is so much about your relationship with the audience that you just want to make sure that you're going in the right direction. So by extension, when you're writing or when you're coming up with ideas, try out on people. You're in line at the Starbucks. Maybe you say, hey, what do you think of this idea? And you just pitch them this idea. I promise nobody's going to steal it, because the only person that would steal it is an exec, and they're, I don't know. Don't worry about it getting stolen. I would be very surprised if it got stolen. But yeah, just to see how people react, because in the way I work, at least, the ideas that come to fruition the best are the ones that I had pitched in front of random people, and they gave me feedback, and I interacted in order to develop the pitch. I didn't just come up with it in a vacuum. So this is wooden. This is like the most wooden one I've ever done. And you can see, and because we're so wide, you can see me doing weird things with my hands, my giant hands. Boy, this is wooden. Box office, I got 3 out of 5. I said it was going to be The Nun, Crazy Rich Asians, Peppermint, The Meg, Searching. And Peppermint did better than Crazy Rich Asians. So Peppermint got number 2, Crazy Rich got number 3. The Nun did outstanding. It's an interesting franchise, because it's scary, but it's also ghost stuff, and ghost stuff doesn't really resonate with me at all. But I've watched all of it. The Conjuring, Annabelle, all that stuff. The Witch, I think. Haven't seen The Nun yet. I'm gonna go see it. I like that girl, Tessa Farmiga. I think she's good. But apparently it did better than any of the others that have come out yet. So I heard it was an okay story, but the audience showed up for it. So yep, somebody's getting paid. This week, because I recorded this on Wednesday, I don't even have a guess as to what's going to happen. So here's my guess, and we'll see if me closing my eyes and throwing stuff at the wall sticks. The Nun, number 1. The Predator, remake, number 2. Not remake, reboot. A Simple Favor, Peppermint, Crazy Rich Asians. I've heard The Predator is a letdown. Which is weird, because I really liked the original The Predator. I thought it was incredible. It was such an 80s movie, but it was incredible. and I didn't care too much about the sequels. But then Adrian Brody got the Predators, which was sort of supposed to be a reboot, and I thought Predators was goddamn great, and nobody went to see it. And they're trying again with The Predator, and if the Adrian Brody was any indication, people just do not care. And I don't think this new reboot or reimagining is superior to the Predator of old. So I'm not too excited. I'm gonna go watch it because I really like the Predator, but I don't know. And then A Simple Favor just looks like a carbon copy of the Ben Affleck movie. What was it called? The British girl, he ends up she frames him for. Anyway, whatever that Ben Affleck movie was, I guess I can look it up. Let me see here. And still, I'm taking forever. That's what's the saddest part about this, is I'm doing a bad job, but I'm also taking a long time to do it. It's like, oof. If this was a production, I would just somebody would call a cut, and we'd just be like, that didn't go well. Let's go have a hamburger and try to see if we can get different energy for next time. Gone Girl. Peppermint or A Simple Favor just looks like Gone Girl to me. So, but I'm putting it at number 3, and Peppermint, which I heard was mediocre, number 4. Crazy Rich Asians is going to continue to just dominate. That's it. I mean, I don't really have anything to report. My brain is so tired for reasons I don't want to get into, that I'm really proud of myself that I remembered to shoot this vlog. That's really all I can say. I'm sorry for who watched it because it sucked, but yep, that's what it is. I mean, Leno didn't have a perfect night every night, right? I just compared myself to Jay Leno. Bye.